On today's episode, we're switching it up and talking about the Nintendo Switch.
That's a good joke.
Switch.
Thank you. Switch.
Where did you?
Language.
Who do you think you're? What are you doing?
I don't know. I feel cooler with these on.
Hey guys, welcome to another IGL podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm AJ.
I'm Kyle.
And today we are celebrating the Nintendo Switch launch week.
Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate by standing in front of a box store in line for two.
When was the last time you did that?
Never.
I waited online for the Nintendo Wii. I have to admit that. I did wait overnight.
Like on the internet, like online.
This is like probably a New York thing. I was actually outside
weird.
the building.
Mario.
It's a lexicon issue.
By the
Point being, I did wait outside for that, outside of one of those big box retailers, as I'm sure some of our fine young watchers here did as well.
I want to do that. I wish I could have done that.
Everyone's
got one now, and I'm jealous.
Oh, jobs?
No, that I have.
Everyone's
That's why I
got one.
couldn't wait online.
We can't go wait online. But if you did, and you're
wait
at
online
home,
for a fucking bagel. You don't wait online for anything else.
Excuse me. We are Los Angeles foodies, not gamers.
Absolutely.
You're at home.
Absolutely. So you just said absolutely?
I did.
Wow.
Guys, go check the last episode to see whether or not she knows
Check
anything
it out.
about.
What's that website
DMX.
where it gives you like curse words and the definition of them? I don't know. Anyway, it's
I don't
on
know
there now.
that one.
Absolutely. If you got it, you're enjoying Breath of the Wild. You're enjoying 1-2 Switch. I hope. You probably spent a bunch of money on extra peripherals and extra items for the system to help make it work good.
You need a lot of
Yeah.
extra stuff.
You need an extra.
Yes.
You need SD card, expandable memory. You only got 32 gigs of memory in there.
not enough.
You
If
need
you
some
don't
kind of
already
case.
have an SD card,
Right,
then
so
what
now
are you
that's
doing
another-
with your
that's
life?
an
Everybody
expenditure.
has at least one SD card.
I've got 5 in my pocket right now.
How many of you how
Two
many of
in
you
my
cracked the
wallet.
screen? I don't know if there are any tempered glass screen protectors out there for the Switch
What is
yet,
that? Who
or
knows?
anything like that. So if you crack the screen, I'm sorry. Hopefully you have a big sock or something to keep it in. You know, like a big wool sock.
That would be a
you know?
terrible place for
It's remember like when the iPod
Do
Touch
you
first came
store
out, I
it in
kept
your
mine in the
underwear
sock.
drawer? Is
Yes,
that
I
what
kept
you
mine in
do?
the sock.
You're like, let's put it in a safe place.
Yeah, I want to put it in a place
in like
untouched.
grandma's curio
right
cabinet.
between the briefs and the box.
I wanted a place untouched by females. No, the point is the Nintendo Switch.
Sweet youth.
It's because I'm a virgin. You guys, sorry,
Right.
29, still a virgin. The Nintendo Switch came out last week, March 3rd. This is how many launches of Nintendo products? I'm trying to think in my
Does
life.
make it 8?
Let's see. Yeah, NES, Super Nintendo. Count it out with me. N64.
Well, no, then you missed Game Boy in there.
GameCube. Yeah, does that count as a system launch?
Why
though?
wouldn't it? That was huge. It was a big deal.
Yeah, but that
Tetris.
was '89, man. I mean, that was not
Back
really-
when I was 14 years
Point
old.
being, yeah, I guess NES doesn't count that way. Point being, yeah, it's about the 7th or 8th system that we're going through now. You know, you're used to the launch game
Only,
hustle.
he says. Yes.
Only.
the 7th or 8th system.
Who knows how many will be down the line? Because we're going to live to probably, what, 200, 300, you guys?
I am actually
Science,
already
medical
200.
science, the way it is these
They
days.
say it's now 90. Your life expectancy is 90.
Oh
That's
my
it.
Gosh, yes.
For now.
That's it. What are you talking about?
No.
That is
I thought you were going to say...
Everyone died in like a freaking coal fire 100 years ago at 40.
Yeah,
I
all
was
right.
like the oldest person anyone had ever seen was like 50 years old.
Until the new plague, you know, and then,
Can't
and
wait.
then who
Pray for
knows?
super virus.
The
I don't
Nintendo
wanna be around
Switch...
for it.
Yeah, well
Have we
let's...
talked about anything yet? Here's the
That
deal,
was
But
very
guys.
dark.
you know what will get you through the plague? The Nintendo Switch.
There
Because,
we go.
well, for about 3 hours, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing, though. Like, if
And
you
then
have
you're
the... It's got the mobile battery.
you sound like you
can
have a lot
take-
of reservations about this product already.
Well, I'm not rushing out to buy one. You know, like you said earlier.
I really want one. I do. It feels like
Nintendo just
when
has
you
a way of making a new item that is so
Right.
interesting and so unique. You're like, I need that.
But how
right,
many?
but then they don't give. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was
I
just gonna
interrupted
say.
you, though. I was going to go back to that.
Oh.
Can you stop
Right.
interrupting everybody? I want
Guys,
to hear what AJ has to say.
Guys, okay.
Guys, everyone stop and let me speak. Thank you.
About the Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Actually, I forget what I was gonna say. On to
Fuck.
Kyle.
Oh man, what I was gonna say is ultimately, back when you bought the Nintendo, there were 2 remotes, a zapper, a game, the machine. Everything was in the box, and you could play for a very long time. And now it's like, here's the Switch. Just kidding. Now you need to go buy.
We got
an expandable
2 games for you guys.
Yeah.
A collection of mini games and the Zelda Breath of the Wild, which honestly looks amazing.
It
So I can't
does,
really fault
and
that.
the reviews look good.
Reviews are like 10 out of 10 across the board.
I have
I've
my
only played it in,
reservations.
10 out of 10,
demo
I would
mode.
play that.
You gonna
See,
play that?
there you go.
Yep.
I do have my reservations about no dungeons. I do have my reservations about how you can break a weapon and never use it
It's
again.
not so much that there's no dungeons; it's that the dungeon is everywhere. Anywhere.
I have
can be the
reservations
dungeon.
about you just being able to have
You know?
all these weapons immediately. I feel like that somehow I want to be convinced that there's supposed to be like that used to be like the structure of the game. You would go into the new dungeon, you would get the new thing, would help you solve
And
the
they're
puzzle.
gonna
I just-
break that down for you guys. I think that's the most interesting thing about that Zelda game is they're kind of re-energizing that formula. It can't be so formulaic, you know, and giving you the tools to go out there in that open world. You know, it's pretty cool the way the map works in the game. The closer you are to the center of the map is the closer you are to the final boss. It's pretty interesting. It's all undiscovered country.
Like, is every Zelda game? I've never played Zelda, which
Okay.
is a sin.
That's
I
not
know.
a sin. It's
Very
fine.
linear
Shame.
experiences.
Ding, ding, ding.
Typically,
They are.
But is it like Final Fantasy where like every game is different? Like it's a little different format. It's a
No,
little bit of a
they're
different...
very structured. That's what
It's-
makes this
okay.
so weird. Is that so much of this is different. So I mean, and to your point, Justin, I think that they're trying to say like this is a very new machine. This is a new way to play a video game. We're going to give you an old thing that you're used to and really change the way you play.
Add a couple
it.
bells and a couple whistles in there too. Yeah,
Right.
a couple shakes on your Joy-Con controller, left one here, a couple shakes on the right one. Some new
it's-
tools, the same way when you had the Wii and Twilight Princess out, and you're using the bow and arrow and things
Right.
like that.
Okay, you're talking about the Wii and how like the Wii was successful,
Very-
but
Very,
how-
but
like
yeah,
very.
who do you know that you still like you go to a party and they have a Wii set up and they're like, guys, let's play. Like I feel like Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry if you hate me for saying this, but I feel like it's gonna be very short-lived. It's gonna have a short
It seems like there's
time
something.
with popularity, and it's gonna die fast.
There's
I don't
a-
know.
There's
I feel
definitely
like
going
it's
to be
been
a
done
new version of this
before.
in a couple years. There's
Don't
going to
worry
be a
about it.
new because you have to upgrade it. That's kind of the point of everything now. Is that you're going to have a better battery soon. You're going to have a higher resolution screen soon. You're going to have more options, more web browser possibly that people can access.
Well,
Just
take
things like
take
that.
to fact the PS4 Pro now.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're gonna make the same machine, but like a little better, and you probably shouldn't buy that now. Like,
They're also excited,
now.
Nintendo's, after these last 3 consoles, it seems to just be in the business of really getting out there in front of the crowd in terms of these new ideas. So if it's going to be motion controlling, or if it's going to be having your screen built into it and that kind of tablet idea, or now having your portable on-the-go-ness, we'll see if anyone else kind of takes suit on that. We'll see if anyone else can kind of
You're
incorporate that.
You're the VR guy. I mean, can we say he's the VR guy?
I mean, I would say he's
I'm
like
the VR man.
Mr. VR.
Mr. VR.
You started a VR boy,
Mr.
you became a
VR.
VR man.
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes. What about...
Well, it's interesting that it's interesting that PlayStation is pushing hard toward the VR experience, and you've got you can have your VR experience there, and like the headset's a big deal, and blah blah blah. And it seems to me that Nintendo's I don't feel like they're getting a big imprint on that VR.
If anything, I think that what
I agree.
Nintendo is
They're
doing though
moving
is
totally different directions.
combining their powers with Universal Studios, making more of those real world experiences. Because as much as I
Sure.
love those virtual experiences, which I do, I think that can't compete with walking around the Mushroom Kingdom, or it can't compete with maybe driving around a Mario Kart level or something
That's
like
twice.
that. So if it could be something like that, it could be in the real world. Virtual reality. What about reality? I'll be reality man. That's
I'm
the
a
name of my
fan
album.
of reality, and virtual.
Get my new album, Reality Man. It comes out this Friday. And
mixtapes
from
are hot.
everyone at Hollywood Redux. I want to thank you guys for watching. Maybe if you watch us on a Nintendo Switch, hit the like button, hit subscribe.
Do it right there.
But go to HollywoodRedux.com if you
Get it
know how
right
to
there.
access
Right
that
here.
secret web browser.
like
But
that.
I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm Justin.
I'm AJ.
I'm Kyle.
You have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks very much for watching that video. If you liked it, why don't you give it a big old thumbs up, and then go ahead and subscribe and take a look at all the other videos that we have available right here. Or maybe over here. I don't know how YouTube does their ads anymore. I'm confused. I'm lost. I'm in the 5th dimension.